Hi, I'm Kaushal, and this is my series, Almost Legend, in which I try to find fun, interesting, and competitive decks that are capable of making it to Standard Legend. Now, my exact process for each deck is to start at Diamond 5 0 stars and climb all the way up to Rank 1 3 stars. At that point, I'll D-rank back down to Diamond 5 and start the process again with a new deck. My hope is that, by watching this series, you'll be able to see some cool and competitive decks that are capable of making it to Legend. Well, almost Legend. Thanks for watching, and now on to the video. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Loken Control Warlock, which is a pretty traditional Control Warlock deck that doesn't rely on the slime high roll like Thaddeus Warlock does. Um, this deck is capable of its own high rolls, though, because of Loken Jailer of Yogg-Saron, which allows you to discover a minion from your deck, and you can summon a tentacle with its stats and taunt. So you have a couple of big minions to discover with this, like Sargeras, which is our infinite value condition, and a card that has put Control Warlock back on the map. You have the Jailer, which is a great way to close the game against slower opponents. And you have Fanatem, who's a 15/15, who can combo with the Jailer and is also a great target to pull with Loken. Now, even if you don't hit the Loken, this deck can play just like traditional Control Warlock and clear the board with removals until you get to the late game. And you can also pressure slower opponents using Forge of Wills, which allows you to choose a friendly minion and summon a giant with its stats and rush. So you can copy Imposing Anubisath, or you can copy the things that you pull from Loken. And you can create boards that some decks just can't answer at all. Um, so this deck has a lot of typical Control Warlock early game stuff. You have a couple of small minions here, and we only run two of these small minions in Armor Vendor and Tour Guide, so we don't pollute the Loken pool too much. But I think the notable cards are Reverberations, which is just such a flexible card and can be used against Titans, big minions, your own minions. It's really, really powerful. And Wing Welding, which is a great card to use, for example, Fanatem, which you might draw in a lot of your games. And you can turn that Fanatem into a gigantic clear that can destroy any board on turn 4. Even a Drum Circle Druid board. I think another interesting card that has been included in this deck is Gigafin. A lot of people don't put Gigafin in because they consider the 7/4 a low roll for Loken, but it's not really that bad of a stat line to pull. And also, this is an 8-mana Twisting Nether that has a Colossal Body attached to it, and I think this is just really good. So this belongs in this sort of deck, in my opinion, 100% of the time. In terms of matchups, I think the Hunter matchup is quite good, which makes this a pretty good deck to play right now. Um, you can create gigantic taunt walls and bodies on the board that Hunter can't really deal with their with their toolkit. And you can close the game pretty easily with Sargeras against Hunter and Gigafin. And they don't really have too many answers to these cards. I think other matchups that you would think would destroy a control deck like this, like Mage and Shaman, actually aren't too bad because you have an early pressure plan with Forge of Wills. And you can create large minions that force your opponent to waste damage on the minions instead of using it for an OTK on your face. Otherwise, I think a lot of matchups are generally pretty doable or highly favored, like this deck versus Control Priest, for example. In terms of the mulligan, I'd say that if you don't really know what to do, keeping Forge of Wills, Imposing Anubisath, and Loken, you can't really go wrong with that. Depending on the matchup, Reverberations is a strong keep. And then also, if you're facing a very aggressive opponent like a Hunter, then maybe you do want to keep stuff like Armor Vendor and Drain Soul. But in general, like I think the only minion I like to keep, that the small minion I like to keep is Tour Guide, if you're on the play. So I have a couple games for you today. Enjoy.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Illyria.
Cower before Death's Keeper.
You face Mecha Jaraxxus!
Okay, so we're going up against Hunter and We do kind of have the dream combo of Forge of Wills imposing Anubisath and Loken, but this might be like pretty greedy. Um, I mean, I guess let's just keep Loken. Why not? Let's have a little fun. I want to summon a 15/15 taunt. Oh, and Tour Guide. Yeah, that's a great pickup. Tour Guide contests like worms and things like that in the early game.
The living drop all kinds of things. You here for the tour?
So next turn I can either drain Soul, Fellstring Harp, or tap, depending on what my opponent plays. I feel like I have a powerful enough mid game coming up, so I should probably prioritize just surviving until I drop Loken. So I have some interesting options here because I could drain Soul the 2/1 and prevent more damage from sticking onto the board with the bananas, which
Must
I mean,
destroy.
yeah, it's probably smart to do that because otherwise I think I might start taking way too much damage because next turn I'm playing Forge of Wills, then the turn after that I'm playing opposing Nubasoth. I mean, do I need to save my Drain Soul?
Pronto!
I don't think so. Yeah, let's just play max defensive here. Because, again, because of my upcoming plays are so powerful that as long as I just survive to that point, I should be fine in this game. Especially if the Loken hits something good.
Guess who? Sparkle.
I just have to play Forge of Wills here. I don't really have much of a choice. Okay, so yeah, taking that 6 damage hurts, but hopefully now we start turning the corner.
You will not come closer.
I'm gonna kill a 4/1 here just to keep my 7/7 lab on board. Next turn's definitely gonna be coin Loken.
Sparkle.
Okay, so he's not attacking, which is interesting. So I wonder if I should attack with my 7/3. I mean, probably not, because if it's a combination of... Well, okay, first, okay, let's play Loken.
The whispers.
I want to hit Fan Totem. Perfect. So zombies. Zombies is actually just not a good secret here at all, because I didn't have board space. So at this point now, do I just attack with the 7/3? Is there any point to me attacking with the 7/3? Do I just sit behind my taunts? Maybe I just sit behind my taunts. Yeah.
Pronto!
Yeah. I'll just wait. Okay. So it was hidden meaning. So I could have safely attacked there, but now we know.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Now,
Dang, he took 15 damage. Holy moly. That's kind of crazy. So I wish I could do the neat trick where I reverb and then I have a way to kill my own Posic. Because I could reverb the Posic, kill my own Posic, and summon the bots on my side. Looks like that isn't going to happen, so I'm gonna have to settle for just, I think, playing the audio bots out. Let's attack with the 7-3 first. Okay. In that case, let's attack this way. And I guess we're gonna put the bots in the middle here. And then we're gonna summon this 7/7 rusher. And we're gonna attack Posic.
Let's put a roof over this place.
So if you play Hydrolodon, I do have Wing Welding for that, which is nice. Ideally, I'd like to play Dark Conjure Theory next turn and just sort of close the game out that way.
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
But I do need to tap into more power plays, because I guess Darkon is probably not enough by itself to end the game. We'll see, though.
masterful.
Yep.
I concede.
Cool. Yeah, they didn't have any answer for what was on the board, so that was nice. I guess their deck was pretty proactively tilted.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Lady Vash.
Only death is colder than the depths.
You face Mechajaraxxus!
Shaman can be a difficult matchup because they can OTK you. So we need to search for our early pressure plays, which means we need Forge of Wills. I think Armor Vendor on 1 is also good here, just to try to climb out of an easy OTK.
Armor! Lightly used armor! Break it, you bite!
Alright. So Loken is good to see here, but I am holding the Fan Totem, which is tough. That's the best pull-off of Loken. Forge of Wills is good. Play
Break
that.
it, you bite!
My best draw next turn is Imposing Anubisath.
I am the rage of our queen.
So I think we want to kill that. And I do have my 3 damage, 3 mana, deal 5. Let's go ahead and tap first with Tour Guide. And let's kill that.
Break it, you bite!
So I could get to another Forge of Wills before the Loken turn, which is kind of nice. So I can kill Inza with the Drain Soul, which is nice. I think I'm just going to go Forge of Wills, Drain Soul.
Your tour ends here.
Break it, you bite!
I kind of wish I had more armor left. So I'm pretty sure Nature Shaman can pretty easily 30 to 0 me. But they do need to play like... They needed more Overload cards ready to go, I think.
Go with the flow. Go with the flow.
They unlock their overload. I mean, I feel like I had to play Loken here. I think every other play is not acceptable in terms of just winning the game. Hellfire is just too slow. So, yep, it's going to be Loken.
The whispers. I can't resist.
I think a 612 is the best option here. And we're going to make 2 copies of that. Golganeth. That's why, yep, that's why my opponent unlocked their overloaded crystals last turn because I wanted to make sure they got Golganeth out on time.
Hear the call of Shardon.
Hex hurts. Now, Symphony of Sins is interesting. I kind of want to play it because I think my other options aren't great. Armor Vendor is also a good follow-up to this. So let's play Symphony. So I could draw my highest cost minion and reduce its cost by 6, which is the Jailer. Could deal 6 damage to the enemy hero or deal 6 damage to all characters. So I can't do deal 6 to all characters. I don't think drawing the Jailer like really helps. Does it? Maybe. Nah, let's just deal 6, heal 6. And then unfortunately I think I do have to kind of sack some people into Golgana.
Lightly used armor.
I think my opponent needs 1 turn to do the nature spell that makes things cost 1 less to set up for the OTK, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I have at least 1 turn left. Oh, yeah, there it is, Flash of Lightning. So I'm not in a great position. I suppose I do need to clear the board. So it has to be Hellfire, which kind of sucks because I'm reducing my life total even more. But I don't think I have another option because every minion that sticks up is an extra minion for bioluminescence. I guess I'll just make 1 copy because I'll save the other one. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but we'll see.
Leave none standing. Time is short.
So this is an interesting turn because I could have Scourge Supplies, but I think I do want to get Sargeras out. Now the question is, Do I just full clear their board? Or do I send in some face damage?
Destroy. Runs out. This is only the beginning.
Yeah, I think I full clear the board because I have to be really careful about letting any minions stick.
Time is short.
The storm is in me.
You are victorious.
Hmm.
This time.
I don't think they actually had to concede there, but I'll take it.
Mecha Jaraxxus versus Illyria.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
You face Mechajaraxxus!
Okay, so I think the Armor Vendor Tour Guide combo is pretty solid. I don't think I need Fellstring Harp though. So I think this is fine. Like Armor Vendor I think might be a questionable keep, but depending on the type of hunter. Okay, yeah, so I will say against Renathal Hunter, Armor Vendor is not a good keep. I was hoping it'd maybe be like, okay, well actually, just kidding, because I was about to say if they play Awakening Tremors, then Armor Vendor is a really good keep. So I guess I should just play Tour Guide first though.
You here for the tour?
And then I guess I mean I could coin Armor Vendor.
Runs out!
I don't know. I'll just chill, I guess.
No one's going to believe this.
Okay, I should definitely get the Armor Vendor out.
Armor!
Your
Armor!
tour ends
Lightly used armor!
So, what my opponent is looking to do with Observer of Myths is to summon a bunch of the 4/1 worms and give his board a huge amount of attack. I do have Defile. I also do have Wing Welding if I draw like any minions. Um, so I have multiple answers ready in my hand. Oh, I didn't know this actually counted. That's actually kind of cool. So I think I probably should get down. So I wonder if I should get down the Forge of Wills or if I should just draw with Scourge Supplies. I think I should just get down the Forge of Wills. I think it just makes sense. And then another thing is whether I should just put the damage into the 3/4 right now, which I think I probably should, so as not to and you know a tricky play actually I could do is rush another 1/1 into the Observer of Mist to set up for a Defile, which I don't think it's a crazy play. So he might hit me with a fair amount of damage here, but I will have the ability to defile. Now the problem is I don't kill the 2/4, which is going to grow much larger if he plays 3 worms.
Guess who?
Okay,
Sparkle.
so a defile here kills um, almost everything, which is good. I can't really complain about that too much. I kind of don't want to discard my Sargeras with wing welding, because discarding Sargeras with wing welding saves me the 3 extra damage from the bear spirit, but I don't think it's like that big of a deal. So maybe I should just coin Scourge Supplies first, just to see what I get. Because I think I'm definitely going to defile, and so it's like, what else do I do with the 2 mana? Like, maybe I equip Fellstring Harp, but that's kind of slow. I think I need to, like... Or maybe I could coin Forge at Wills, actually. That's not a bad idea. Nah, I should coin Scourge Supplies. I should look for, like, removal and stuff. So, I could ditch Gigafin. Gigafin's kind of nice, though. Let's just ditch Hellfire, I think. I think Gigafin's like a good way to like end the game. And then imposing a noob attack can come down next turn. Also, if I keep Gigafin, it gives me leeway to ditch Sargeras with wing welding if necessary. Because Hunter, I don't think Hunter has easy ways to like cleave through the Gigafin Maw. Except I guess maybe the Hound. Hollow Hound. So I think I'm in like a decent spot. I'm not in like a great spot, but I'm in a decent spot.
Caught this one eating party snacks.
Okay, so let's play Imposing a Noob South first. So no, not zombies. Let's attack in.
Job's done.
That's fine. Now my opponent has to put some damage into my 7 health taunt, which is good. So I guess this turn is just Forge of Wills and Harp. This has another turn to wake up. Maybe it should be tap Forge of Wills. Yeah,
Incredible.
I think it's tap Forge of Wills because I don't have to worry too much about the oh shoot, what is this? Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. I can could dump wing welding here so I can get rid of the jailer. The jailer's not important. And then let's start healing with Fellstring Harp. Gigafin's Maw is good here next turn, and then I can Sargeras a turn after to end the game. Sargeras is a very powerful closing tool against Hunter because they have a difficult time getting through the traps.
Kinds of things.
So let's attack in first.
Your tour ends here.
Okay, so I trigger that, which is good because now I'm gonna eat everything. And I don't think I need to summon a Rusher just yet. Because I can wait in case something goes really wrong. I can summon a
Incredible.
Rusher with Sargeras. Hollow Hound, I think, is the problem here. Okay. Yeah, so I think at this point it's just Sargeras. Like, yeah, I don't think there's much else to do here. So we'll play Sargeras on this side. Or play Sargeras on this side, maybe. And then we'll summon the Taunt Imps. And then let's copy Sargeras with Forge of Wills and rush that in. So now we're in a really good spot. Because I only have 10 HP, so I hope there isn't like some direct damage coming my way. But otherwise, I think we've stabilized. I think we've turned the corner this game. So I would like to get my Darkon Drathyr down if possible. So maybe I'll just attack him with my 6/4. All right. Guess guess that's not happening then. I guess I'll heal with a tap. And then might as well just heal myself a little bit more with Drain Soul on my 6/4, I guess. And then because yeah, I'm not gonna play an Emotion Denied here, so yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, I'm not really sure what my opponent's outs even are at this point. Because if they didn't do anything last turn and their secrets don't do anything, then because one secret's probably motion denied, the other one's like hidden meaning or something. Like I don't even know what's left. All right, Mr. Mukla.
Now.
You know, that was actually pretty close. Not gonna lie. But yeah, well played. Well played. All right. Rank 1 3 stars. We did it. Woohoo. Thanks for watching. And yeah, you don't have to worry about liking or subscribing. Uh yeah, it's okay. You can just close the video now. Okay, bye.